What's up guys, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about, if you're a new player, things you can do after you beat the story. So first things first, after you beat the story, if you want to grind, your XP, get more XP, you can do that. I have a vid already of how you can level up fast, what methods you can do and all that to make it a little faster. Another thing you can start doing is your relic quests. So like in these areas, relic quests that spawn, like down here, there's a relic quest, kill that mob. You can also get some gears from these, so after you beat the story and you can't raid yet, then you can get some good gears from here starting out. You can also do divine beast, which one of the divine beast here is a spider. He's right here in this area. There's always a tablet that's in these areas, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you that as well. You need to do these relic quests in the specific areas the tablet says, that way you can spawn this divine beast. Now these can be hard and tricky if it's your first time doing it, or like say you don't have PS Plus or you don't have anybody to group up with for these, then you're gonna have a tough time. I would say at least bring a tank. But these are the tablets, they light up whenever you do the certain relic quests in the areas. So like for this one, 7, you have to fill out 7 of these, and you gotta do them in Loden and then Uitra Valley. So you just do all the you would do all the ones here and then one up in New Uitra Valley to fill this tablet. After that, you can also, while you're doing these, divine beasts can drop materials. They can drop materials for the legendary smith, which is also located up in Zatoria. I'll show you his location if you don't know about him yet. I believe it's after you beat the story you'll get you'll be able to unlock him, and you can do a little quest line for him. That way you can start using him. Ryona is also located in this same area. If you don't have her yet or haven't done her quest line, you can do that here. So let me show you where that's located. And if you're having trouble going through the story, I suggest either do a little bit of side quests, go kill a bunch of stuff to go level up a bit, or if you do have the money, you can buy some weapons at the vendors here, or you can, if you have enough materials, craft something, or use the weapons that are in the chests in each area. So like in each area there's chests, like one in the desert, there's a sword with rising spirit. I can show you that one right now. It's this sword. You can also get this in the Reaper area, so you can get 2 of these. But this is in a chest in the desert. This is a one-time chest item, so if you sell this or you destroy it, you won't be able to get this stuff back unless they added it in more chests, later on in the game cycle. Other than that, this is the legendary smith right here, and if you haven't done Ryona's quest line, she'll be right here. I believe she's also after you beat the story. Other than that, do the divine beast, do his quest line. For whatever you want right here starting out, you can there's online you can look up what divine beast is, like where it's located and what it drops, so that way it'll be easier for you to go get these materials. Originally when the game first came out, this is what you would do before the normal raids came, but really out of all of these, the weapons are not bad, if you're starting out and you're gonna use this just for normal raids until you get good normal raid gear. But besides that, you mainly would want the steel riding armor. This is very good. Another thing you can do is, I'll probably also make a video on it, and with the divine beast as well, but you can infinitely farm this if you upload your save. So if you have PS Plus, you can upload your save file to the online storage. then you would want to come back, craft this, and if it's not like a good stat total, like you at least want 68 or like maybe, you know, at least both stats in 60s. If you don't get that, then you want to close the game and re-download your save. Just do that over and over till you get a good one. But that's really good to have. I'd say at least these accessories, you know, craft this. This is good for Burning Blade. This would be good for a tank, you know, if you don't have the North Extreme Cloak, then this would be good for a tank. This is good for starting out, if you're first starting out extreme raids, this is good if you need accuracy, plus it has crit on it. Other than that, then this is also a good one for the Galvanize. The Galvanize Plus can also share to teammates in multiplayer as well. Other than that, in the Volume 2, you can get these materials, and if you get some of these, you know, they're only bronze rarity. So if you get bronze dupes, you can easily get these. If you upload your save and re-download, these will still get used, so keep that in mind. I would not use those to try to farm these, you know. I would say just get these materials and then just save manipulate for those. After you do that, you can go ahead and do normal raids. You know, I would suggest, you know, starting out with north first. Do north, south, west, and then east. I'll go show you where you can do those. Actually, it just teleports faster. For raiding, you want to come down here, and you want to go to this tablet. This is also where you could do mutant beasts. Mutant beasts, I would say you can do them. It's just you know, depending on your level or your setup, you know, depending how fast you can do it, or you know, something like that. Maybe if you have a group to run with, a friend to run with, you know, do that for sure. Lowest level is 50, highest level right now is 150. At some point you do want to be grinding these, you know, and then once you can do 150 easy with a friend or a solo, grind this a lot. Grind these shards as much as you can, because you want to be prepared when new stuff comes out. Like me right now, like I've been grinding these shards. Like, see, like look at this, like 999 black shards, about to be 999 red shards. Got these max, got these max, got some in shards. Like you wanna stock up for the next stuff that comes out, for new weapons, you know, new content, you know, for better weapons and stuff. And also, if you didn't know, the max is 999 for materials, but the thing is, there's temporary storage. So if you don't have, I would say, if you got other materials that are like hitting the cap at 999, sell some of those or destroy them, whichever one you want to decide. And then once you go back shard grinding and you already hit the cap for those, they'll be sent to temporary storage. Temporary storage can hold 9,999. So I highly suggest farming your white shards to 999 and your black shards to 999 so they can get sent here, because those are the ones you mainly want, you know. Or white shard is at least the one you mainly want, because upgrading armor to plus 15 is very expensive. And then for whatever weapon type you mostly use, like you know, bow or dagger, rapier, whatever, then get those as much as you want. I'm just mostly gonna get white shards and then black shards because I use the swords. Then, you know, do your normal raids. I'd suggest farming normal raids a lot, as many people tend to think the extreme raid weapons are better. They're not. They're really not. Extreme raid weapons are only good for if you need accuracy. Because like for me, 2 plus 15 Skyrims, I use these on every extreme raid. Like I only use extreme weapons if I need accuracy, because these are better because they have higher stats And sword skills use certain parameters like starburst. Uses strength and agility. The more agility you have, the more damage it's gonna do. Same thing with like the star mastery. As you can also grind that. You know, grind your star mastery. I wouldn't say like purely focus on it. You know, you can just play the game regularly and get them 3-star. But if you do want to grind them heavily, go ahead with that. Same thing with the passives. Like I run these passives each time if I'm dual wielding, you know, and usually depending on the weapon and the sub parameters, I'll run these as well. Another thing is, you know, get your weapon bond up. Weapon bond will boost the stats on your weapons. So like say this Skyrim, if it wasn't max bond, even though these stats are high, it would still be lower. Getting bond will also boost these further, you know. Other than that, I'd say grind materials. Grind other materials that you need for upgrading. So example would be let's see. You know, grind the divine beast materials. I'd say at least get these. Maybe you get about 10 of each, maybe. Going on harder difficulty can also increase material drop rate. But you mainly want to grind the shards, like I said, and the upgrade materials. So like mainly for the upgrade materials, I would say farm wild roses. I have a video of a fast grind for those. It's my personal route that I use. And then, you know, like some of these, like down here, you'll need these probably early on upgrading. These down here too, you're gonna need these, like Apslate, Onyx Slate, Diaslate, the colored stones. Like the colored stones you can buy purple, yellow, and blue. They're expensive, but like green, you can't get that. Like you can't buy it from a vendor. I'm gonna show you though, if you do have like lots of money, like if you want lots of money as well, you know, farm wild roses and sell them. But the vendor that can give you the yellow, purple, and blue stone, I'm gonna show you where it's located. The person is over here. I believe it's this guy. Yes, it's this guy. You can buy some materials from him. You can buy those. See, like these are expensive, like 4,500 just for one blue stone. And then I'd say, and like I said, like if you don't like grinding, then this stuff is mainly not gonna be for you. Other than that, you know, get your money, get your stuff like that. If you're a person who likes to do side stuff, I guess you can level up your smithing and your engraving, all that if you want. Like me, I got my smithing max. I got smithing and engraving max back whenever the crafting glitch was still a thing, which you can't do anymore. Getting these to max doesn't do anything for you at all. It just makes it to where you can make the weapon or whatever piece of gear it is without having to pay a fee for the craftsman or a person to make it for you. That's about it. I'd say if you're also a completionist, you know, go get all these recipes, you know, to craft these weapons, armor, the potions, the dyes, you know, go ahead, get all that if you want. And your fishing, like fishing can give you some weapons or gear. They're not as good because in the game there's 5 fishing rods, I believe. Let's see, the one you start off with, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. The other ones you'll get mostly from quests. If you want to fish up treasure, you'll need a higher fishing level, and you'll need I think this right here, the Fantasurge rod, is the best one for you to use. So there's also vids online, you know, guides people wrote online of where you can get those fishing rods, so you can go check that out. Other than that, get you some incarnations to get like the ones you mainly would want is beauty incarnation to put on an AI. Eye wall for if an enemy does a projectile attack, like the North Raid boss. He shoots beams from his tail. Now keep in mind, it does say it nullifies projectiles, but if you're doing a skill, I believe, like for me, I have custom skills. So say for my shine, I use it. Since I have this steel riding armor with down incarnation on it, which increases the damage whenever a mob is in the down state, this incarnation won't work. I'm pretty sure if you don't use custom skills, it'll still work. But for me, like say if I'm in Starburst, if he shoots me, I'm gonna get hit, because custom skills, depending on what you're using in that slot, it's gonna override that main gear slot. And like I said, raids, once you're able to tackle, get to them, like do north first, then south, then west, then east. North, if you're setting up a tank, the mace there is really good with the passive. South is mainly good if you use dual wield or one hand. The Skyrim, it's very good here. West is good for, say you like dagger, get the vein shredder here. The combat skill on it's very good. And a ring you can get here, Ring of Tranquility, has an increase in all stats, and the combat skill increases all stats by 10%. So that's very good. It'll be a long farm though. Like I said, this game is RNG based, so you could get it early, you could get it late. It just all depends. Here in East, you can get a bow here, Heaven Striker. That's really good with the passive. You can also get a ring, Abyssal Ring, that comes with strength and dex, and it has crit built on it. That's a really good starting ring if you're gonna go do extreme. And then, like I said, like all this you can use to your advantage to prep for extreme. And then I guess final thing is farm your proficiency. At least get, even if you don't use the weapon or you don't like the weapon, at least get it to 500. That way you can unlock everything in that skill tree. Go do your sacred arts. Unlock all your sacred arts. Get all of these. These will help a lot. Dark level 2, this thing will help you so much. It'll stun an enemy out of anything pretty much. Get your skill points, unlock all the skills. If you don't know as well, click on the skill, click X. You can upgrade the skills further. It's recommended for some skills, but then for others it's really not, because it'll also give negative effects as well. But get everything. Whatever weapon type you really like using, get that max to 1,000. Get the other ones, like if you don't like them, at least get them to 500, so you can unlock everything there. And like I said, it's best to farm these things right now, because with the next updates that's coming out with the Selka chapter, that's going to be free. That's going to bring a new weapon type, spear. And like I said, get these shards, man. Get all of this stuff before that comes out. You want to at least be ahead of the game before, instead of being behind it, And as I said again, this may not be for you. If you don't like grinding, this is not gonna be for you. Just play the game, casually. Do it at your own pace. Whatever feels right for you. One last thing I can mention is just farm the Reaper and the Knight to their max level. Farm them over here. Farm Reaper to its max level. That's 125. Knight is 125. They can drop some good gear. Like Reaper, he can drop a necklace once he hits the 120s or 125. It's called the In Silver necklace. That thing can have 71 dex, and it has agility. Comes with a attack passive, I believe, and that's really good. That would be really good for extreme if you're able to get it. It's very, very hard because it's so RNG based, and like the same thing is, I'll also make a video about it where you can you know, how you can say manipulate to farm the legendary smith, the divine beast. Well, the divine beast doesn't say manipulate, you have to close app for that, but I'll make a video on that as well. For these guys you can close app as well. It's just that you have to open the second chest, and if you don't get, like, say you do Reaper and you don't get the in silver, then you just want to open the second chest. If you don't get it, close app, because then he'll be there again. But other than that, don't think I'm forgetting anything else. You know, get your bond, proficiency, your materials, you know, grind for these weapons, these accessories, do whatever else you want to do, like all the service quests. Service quests can give you accessories and stuff that can have good combat skills on them. Do not sell those. Don't, if it comes with a combat skill, don't sell it, because that's a one-time item. If you delete that or sell it, just like those weapons up in the chest that are in the that are around the maps that are you can only open one time, it's gone for good. Like me, I sold one accessory I didn't even remember, and it had a good combat skill. I can't get it anymore unless they add it in the game again somewhere else. Other than that, don't think I'm forgetting anything that you can do. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy. You know, let me know in the comments down below, like, what you do, or, you know, if you have any questions about something else, you know, let me know. I'll try to answer best of my ability, but that's pretty much it. Peace.